Good evening, everyone. Excuse me. Welcome to the product overview with the wellness experts. I am Dr. Betty Smith, and I am a registered nurse, a doctor of naturopathy, and an Emerald Dispensary owner, a founding member of Akana, and I am a wellness coach. I'm also the medical director and the director of our brand new Soul Massage Spa. I want to welcome everybody, and tonight we are going to have an all-out discussion about the conference, your experiences, and we're going to answer questions. Yeah, I have a question and answer session, and that will take us through the night. So first up is the remarkable, amazing Bernadine Kirkland, who's going to share her experience over the weekend. Yay, Bernadine.
Hey, Dr. Betty, and hey, Akana Nation. You had asked a question before we got started about our experience with the EE Center. And I just opened up by saying it was my second time getting in the EE system, and I'm delighted that Akana has our very own now. I attended when we went to Chicago and met Deanna and her husband, and they were amazing, and got to get in the EE Center for the first time. So knowing that I was going to get an opportunity to go in again, I was having a conversation with Mooney, and he says, well, you should probably get in the infrared for, 15, 20 minutes before doing your overnight. And so he was just telling me about all the good things that the infrared does in the body. So I said, why not? So let's do it. And I got in the system and did 15 minutes in the infrared. And I was really warm and toasty when I got out. So that was a good thing. So it started off really nice, and I was able to just get right in the bed and go to sleep, especially after having some of Gerald West's water to wine he infused with gummies. That was really nice. So you can get the plain or the Delta, wherever you felt like you needed your creativity to go. I'm real lightweight, so I was like, can you just put like a power gummy in mine? And I was good, but I had like 3 of those, so I was feeling really, really nice, so it was like 1.5. But the infrared leading into the overnight just relaxed me so well. It made me feel so good. You don't have the creaks when you wake up, when you get up out of the bed or off the chair. You can stand up with ease. And I just loved how it makes me feel. I hope Akana is going to be getting some of the what is it called? I call it the jewelry. The necklaces and the just the pendants and jewelry, I guess, because that makes you feel good. It's that you can add it to under your plate or under your glass, and it will help your water, help your food. And I was just delighted. You surprised everybody when you announced Deanna as the newest member of our medical advisory board. That was absolutely spectacular. So I'm looking forward to working with her and her husband. And I just loved her story, how she talked about complex post-traumatic stress disorder. And it just gave me a new appreciation for, seeing people for who they are, don't judge a book by its cover. And it was just really, really nice. So I really enjoyed your presentation and your presenting her, because hers was phenomenal. So thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, thanks, Bern, for that and for bringing that issue up about her story. We see each other, we meet each other, we have conversations and what have you, but many times we really don't get to know each other on a deep and whole basis. So it was, it's great when people open up and really share and feel confident and confident in sharing their story. And I was just really pleased with her because she is such an open person, you know, and she is really about people's health. And she has had her share of trauma and drama and that kind of thing, but has continued to fight, and not only fight for her own health, physical as well as mental and emotional, but also looking forward to utilizing that experience to help other people. And I think many times that's why a lot of us get into these areas, because we not only want to heal ourselves, but we want to help other people heal too. So great. And she is she is such an amazing person that she just really kind of fell in as part of our family. And that's why I felt so comfortable and so committed to, you know, inviting her in that manner. Because she's got a lot to offer us too, as we have to offer her. She's probably one of our long lost tribe members. Yep. So anybody else want to share?
Hi, I'll share. This is Ma Mitchell. Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
Ma.
How's everyone?
Great to see
Well,
you. Well, we don't see you, but your name.
yeah, I don't know where to start. I'm telling you, I am still just so full. The conference was just magnificent. It's just so much education. I mean, that's really the thing that drew me to Akana in the first place, was all of the wealth of information, the caring from everyone, and then just to be so progressive in the health and wellness field. You know, was just amazing. So as far as the EE system, I am like Bernadine, I'm so excited that we have our own now. In my first experience, James and I went before the conference. We did 2 hours, and it took a moment for us to relax, in the sense that, you know, not sure what we were supposed to do or what we were supposed to feel. But I remember what what's her name, Deanna in Indiana, told us to do, to just be grateful and think about things like that. And so that's what I did, and just, you know, really finally relaxed. Had to get just used to just being in that type of environment. And then afterwards, we did the infrared, and it was big enough for both of us to sit in there. So that was really nice. And it really helped my hip. I had been having problems with it. And so it was really nice. And then we did the second time on Friday with the Elite 8. And after James' experience finished that, he was saying that his knee, he had recent surgery and went through PT, and he was saying that his knee had stopped hurting and he wasn't using the cane much anymore. So that was truly amazing. That was the Friday during the conference. And then and we were so excited about our experience. So we went back again on Sunday. I think it was Sunday. No, Monday. We went back one of those days. I think it was Sunday. And we spent even more time there then. And but like everyone is saying, that infrared just puts the icing on the cake for the with the EE system. They work so hand in hand, and it's really good and very relaxing. And then I got one other thing. I had heard that the EE system was supposed to grow your hair. And I'm sort of noticing that there is some more growth in my hair. And like I said, I've only spent 3 times there. So I'm going to wait and see. And I'm taking progressive pictures just to see. And then also, I'm trying to think, Dr. Thomas. I just wanted to share with everyone that, is it the EndoCalyx Pro, Dr. Batty?
Yes, it's EndoCalyx Pro.
EndoCalyx Pro.
Right.
Okay. Most of you all know I went to Africa in March, and I took the EndoCalyx Pro with me. And I have been having problems walking with the hip pain and things like that. And also the my bioscan showed that I had a lot of yellows in my cardiovascular area. And I had taken maybe about 3 or 4 scans already in the past, but nothing was ever improving. Those yellows were still there. Well, I started taking it on February 25th of this year. And when I got to Africa, that was March 12th. On my bioscan in the cardiovascular areas, all those yellows were blue and green. I was stunned. I was saying to myself, I was like, it couldn't have worked that fast. So I didn't even tell anybody. I was like, that can't work that fast. But I was amazed. So I did tell Dr. Thomas about it, and he took my name in my notes because I am going to be seeing him. I'm going to go to him because I'm just amazed. And so, so that's it.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, according to his a portion of his presentation, he mentioned that you actually, some of the reports showed that you actually start to experience the positive effects, the health benefits of the product within 4 days.
Wow.
So yeah.
Mm.
Anybody that's got any cardiac, circulatory issues should definitely check it out. One other thing you mentioned was about the hair growth. Now I got my hair cut it's been almost a month ago, I think. And I'm telling you, my hair has grown more than,
Yes.
what was it Doris said? It grows like an half an inch or a fourth of an inch or something like that every so often. I swear my hair has grown tremendously. I mean, it was not this long, and
thick. It's
yeah,
so
and it's
thick.
getting thicker. It's getting thicker because I wanted to actually get it cut again at the time of the moon when it supports growth and thickness, which
Mhm.
was literally around the conference time. And I opted not to do it because I said, wait a minute, I am not trying to have all this hair, okay? That just means more work. But honestly, I believe that my hair has grown, I'll say extra fast.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I noticed
but
too.
yeah, it's very interesting. Yes. So does anybody else have anything? Who else
Yes,
was there?
yes,
Hey,
yes,
Pam,
yes.
how are you? How you doing? You
This is
okay?
Betty.
Now who's talking? Betty?
Yes, well, Pamela, was she speaking first?
Were you gonna say something, Pam? Can't hear you. Don't hear you. Oh, let's see.
Unmute.
There you go. Oh, you're unmuted, but we can't hear you. Can you turn it up? No, we can't hear you.
I gotta get my earbuds.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you. Just really lightly.
Closer.
We hear you laughing.
Okay. Yeah, I use the EE system on, all the days are starting to come together. On Friday, Thursday I had a terrible trip getting in, but I said, all right, I'm just gonna come in here, chill out. And I was there for 2 hours. I really felt like I was floating. I was so relaxed, so energized. Everybody left the room, and left me by myself. And you all know I do Tai Chi and Qigong. So I decided, I had like a half an hour before we started at 9 o'clock. I said, let me just do a little bit of Tai Chi and Qigong, just right there in the lobby. And it was just to the point, it was just like an icing on the cake.
Nice.
It really helped bring my energy up even more. And I really enjoyed it. I've already checked out here in New York where I can go, about a half hour from where I live. So I'm gonna
Nice.
keep it up.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm sorry we didn't know that you did Tai Chi. You could have led a little session before conference every morning. That would have been great. Next time, next time. Yeah. Betty,
Yes, ma'am. How you all are doing?
awesome. How are you?
Good, good, good. I'm still smiling. Listen, I was so excited to come to Chicago and so glad, so grateful that Bernadine made me put on my big, not the big girl draw, but the extra, extra big girl draws and get on the plane. And also I had to fly by myself. That's the worst part.
Oh,
I had said to them that I will never, 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 that's the way I said, texted to them, get on a plane by myself.
hmm.
Okay, they made a big lie out of me. So they kept on wearing me, kept on wearing me. So I said, let me go. But I am so glad that I came. I got a chance to meet the CEO of Melissa Boss. Got a chance to meet Phyllis Nash. Got a chance to meet Sylvia, Betty, Dr. Betty. Got a chance to meet Dr. Not Dr. but Dr. Rouse and her husband. There's so many people that I got a chance to meet that I seen on the Zoom, but never got a chance to put my hand or hug them. I got a chance to put my hand on and hug them out as many I could. I can't remember everybody. So I was just glad to see everyone. And also Brother Minister Moody. This is his name, Brother Minister Moody. I was very excited to see him and hear him. He's a very inspirational person to people. I mean, he's very, very. And got a chance to hear the Dr. Thomas. Matter of fact, I heard him today. I missed him yesterday, but I went back and heard him on the Zoom today. He's gonna be great for us too. I mean, he's going to be awesome for us if people will listen. I mean, I'm just so excited, still excited, and so grateful to all of you all. So grateful to Bernadine. I'm just so grateful, and I look forward to taking my business to another level. Can't wait till they come down in June. Looking forward to that. I hope as many of you all can come. I mean, I'm just looking forward to it. I want this business to grow. I know it's a minister. I feel like it is a minister from the Lord. And love you guys. Thank y'all so much.
Awesome, Betty. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, it was great to meet you too. The wonderful, the great, amazing Betty Watts.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I
Yeah.
had a question for Ms. Watts. What part of Mississippi are you from? I can't hear you.
Is this Rob?
Pardon me?
Okay. Is this Brenda?
No, this is Cheryl.
Cheryl. Okay. I am in Prentice, Mississippi. Someone sent me on.
That was me. I was trying to
Okay.
find out.
Yeah,
because-
and I was trying to find chat, couldn't find it. But anyway, I'm in Prentice, Mississippi, and I think the question was, how far am I from Pascagoula, Mississippi? I believe you all asked. Is this what you asked?
Well, I have a sister in Pascagoula, so I was
Okay,
just wondering how far that is from you.
2 hours. 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
It's well, I say about 2.5.
Oh,
Anywhere from 2 to 2.5, because you got Gulfport first. Then you
okay.
got Biloxi and on through from Biloxi to Pascagoula, or you can go Gulfport, then Pascagoula. Just hit I-10 and you can go all the way around to all of it. I-10, I don't know, is it east or west or what, because I don't know too much about all this stuff. The direction, how to say east, west, or north, south. But anyway, you hit I-10.
Okay, thank you. I know you're not that far from her, so
No, ma'am.
I'm considering coming in Mississippi.
Okay, well, why don't you just come on down to Prentice, Mississippi too, girl? I mean, at some point this year, I plan to have as many people to come and try to help get my business going. I won't just say my business, because when I get my business going, it's helping other people that are above me, their business too. So I'm looking forward to as many people I can get here to come at some point or another. I am not stopping. Not long as God on my side, I'm not stopping. Because I feel like
Whether you're just starting out, hoping to start a new job, or starting all over, at College of DuPage, we see you, and we cannot wait to see what comes
Awesome,
next.
guys.
Very much at vccod.com.
The Karen, okay, there we go. Okay, guys. Anybody else? Frida, we missed you.
Yes, I missed all of you because I know it
Yeah.
was just amazing. Yes, and then the EE Center, because I experienced that in Indiana. So wow. So there's some things I have to experience the infrared. That sounds exciting. But there's something that was mentioned, just at the beginning, someone said, Ma Mitchell said she took this, I don't know anything about it. What is it? What
Oh,
did Ma
the
Mitchell say?
Endocalyx Pro.
Yes, what is that?
It's a supplement that helps with the cardiovascular system, with circulation, excuse me, and stimulates the activities of the mitochondria. So it
Okay, and what
also-
form is it in?
It's a capsule. It's a capsule.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
it really helps with your circulatory system in terms of your blood vessels and especially the capillaries.
Okay,
So it increases oxygenation and the like.
okay,
And I
I'm
got
not-
2 bottles of it, Frida.
okay, all right.
And
Oh, wow.
Denise got 2 bottles. Everybody's just getting it because of the sale, because of the discount.
Ah,
I
okay.
was
Thinking about getting it for my mom because she has high blood pressure. She lives in New York though, so I would just I don't know if she would believe me, so I would just probably have to get it and hope she takes it. But is
Well,
that supposed to help blood pressure as well?
Yes, it does. Let me tell you, for years, I've had problems with the top numbers. That's the systolic top number. Bottom number, very normal and sometimes even below normal.
Mhm.
And it's a common issue, And I have done some more research on this product because I want to, share it with other people. So I'm trying to learn as much as I can about it
Right.
because I'm seeing a difference and I'm seeing it so quickly. But my top number has always been a problem. I'm trying my best to tell these doctors I do not want to increase the medication because then I got to deal with the bottom number getting too low and all that kind of thing. So, I've of course started exercising, running and things like that. But like I said before, it's I still did see a huge difference. There was a difference in the top number. It was coming down, but it still was too high, But now that I'm taking this, I'm like, I cannot believe this stuff is working this quickly. Look on Google it. I'm telling you, I've seen nothing negative about it except it was one thing that they said that was the issue. That they said it might take the top number down. The systolic blood pressure number down. So you just make sure you're monitoring your blood pressure when you're taking this product.
Meredith, how many are you taking?
I'm taking the maximum. I take 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. And that's the way I started. And that's the way I'm still doing it. I'm going to the doctor tomorrow. And I'm taking it with me to show my doctor tomorrow. And because I am impressed and amazed, and also it helps with the neuropathy, because it's helping with the circulation. So it's helping with the neuropathy as well.
Right.
So I'm telling you, look, oh my God, every time I think about it, kind of, and the things that we are doing here, it just makes my heart rejoice. I'm telling you all, this is just, hey, look, I'm looking at the fountain of youth here, honey.
I don't really understand blood pressure. I just know my mom said, I think the top number was like 200. And I know
That's
that's
high.
like,
That's
she said,
high.
the doctor said
Very
that's
high.
high and like stroke
Ooh, yes.
level.
That's stroke level.
And yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried about her. So when I heard that this weekend, the science really kind of goes over my head, if I'm honest. But I do want to get that for her. I think it'll help. So it's a supplement, it's not a drug.
Right.
Okay.
It is
I
definitely.
ordered 2 bottles, but how many capsules in a bottle? Maybe I should have ordered 2 more.
120 is 120. It's enough for a month if you're taking the maximum for a day. Mhm.
Because I was getting them for someone, so maybe. And for a day will last you for 1 month, you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Is the
So,
sale still on?
so now the sale is 20% off.
Okay.
How long is that for?
The end of the month.
Probably the end
Yeah.
of the month. Yeah.
I talked
Okay.
to Sylvia today. She told me it's until, she talked to Melissa, and Melissa said it's till the end of April.
Awesome.
So is that's also in addition to the 10% on new customers?
Correct.
Okay,
So that's a really good deal if you have
yes, it is.
people that you want to begin to try our products. This is a great time, and it's a great marketing tool too.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
we repeat the current prices.
20%
10% off.
off, 20% off
25.
across the board.
25.
Oh, it's
Uh,
just 20% today and the rest of the month. 20% off.
No, this morning they said it was 25
oh, they
yesterday.
Okay.
No, it's 20%. I checked with Melissa and Phil and Sylvia, and it's definitely 25. I mean 20.
Okay,
And yeah, it's 20. It's definitely 20.
okay, 30 and 35. Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry, what's the 30 and 35?
No,
What-
I'm just a new customer get an extra 10%. So with the
Right.
20, it's 30.
Okay,
and
the
yesterday
30.
it was 35. So that's where I got confused.
So
Okay.
if I get it for my mom, could I sign her up as a new customer and
Please
have it
do.
shipped to her? Okay. And then it would get the 20 plus the 10% off.
Yes.
Correct.
Exactly.
Okay. Even though I might pay for it.
Doesn't
Yeah.
I
matter.
can create her account.
Yep, you
But you
sign
have to make sure you go in and put the save 10 to get that new customer 10%. Make sure you do that.
When she checks out, when I check out for
You
her
check
as her.
out. Yep,
It'll-
check out, it'll say apply discount
you put
or
save-
discount, what's a discount code, I think?
Yes.
A
Save
discount code, and you type in save 10.
Save 10, all lowercase.
Do uppercase.
Okay.
Yeah.
And make sure you don't
No
put any
space.
spaces.
And no
No
space.
spaces.
Right. Save 10. Okay.
So can you guys clarify something for me in terms of the buy 3, get 1 free? It is 3 of the same products or not? Does anyone know?
Now, when it
Yeah.
was originally announced, they said you could mix and match.
Mm-hmm.
You did?
But now what was the final?
So I don't know, you know what, I was not on the call this morning.
Mhm. Yeah, neither was I.
So I don't know that there was a change. But, we can definitely check that out.
Yeah, because someone told me that they were told that it had to be 3 of the same
I
as
know,
well.
but initially it was
Uh-huh.
it was mix and match was fine.
Okay.
So
Okay.
when I don't know when that changed or if it changed. So
Mhm, mhm.
So
that-
I thought it was certain products like pre-rolls, pain creams, gummies,
Right.
it is.
And the tincture.
and the
And
tinctures.
the
Okay.
tincture, yep.
Mhm, mhm. So how can we find out?
I have to
Customer
verify
service.
that with-
Well, customer service said it was 3 of the same. It told one of my customers, it was 3 of the same items.
So we have to go about what customer service say, I'm assuming.
Yeah, we do. However, I don't know when it changed. Excuse me, because initially it was mix and match. So that should be
Mhm.
clarified. Does anybody else recall hearing that? Mix and match? I do. The first I do the first time it was announced because I
Yeah,
was
the
like,
first time
"Yeah,
it was announced, the first
yeah,
time, Dr. Betty.
exactly.
Yeah,
But when did
but
they change it?
girl, I don't know.
Exactly. That's what I want to know. When did that change? So
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
if they didn't announce it that changed, then I would think that it would stand. So we'll check it out. We'll check it out. Let me make
Okay,
let
now,
me make a note.
when she was talking about the Indo Caleb, because I ordered that, the Pro, and she was saying she take 2, and then you gotta watch your top number. So that means I should take 1, because after my 21-day detox, my blood pressure is 115 all the time, and I definitely don't want that to go lower.
Right.
So, okay.
However, don't you want the other cardiovascular effects?
Yeah, but I'm just concerned about the taking 2. If it lower hers and mine is already at 115,
Right, I got you.
because I
You could
got
just take
order.
one though, because my husband, he started with just taking the one. I'm taking the maximum because of my condition. Everybody's body is different.
Right,
So if you just want to try it, take just the one and then see what happens.
right, because I'm doing it for the heart trouble. So, okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Yeah,
And
because basically I'm sorry, Dr. Betty.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, basically what I'm getting from Dr. Thomas is that is helping to open up those veins and capillaries in the
Right.
heart area that usually do not get taken care of, with other kinds of medication and things like that. And then it was supposed to lubricate something. Dr. Betty could probably explain all that a little bit better, but I just know I see a difference. So
Okay.
Yep, it helps to maintain the thin gel like layer that lines the inside of the blood vessels and the organs and the capillaries. And so Brenda, make sure you share with your doctor that you're taking the Endo-Calyx Pro, just so that he or she is aware and can guide you. As with any other internal supplements or products that we use, we should always encourage our customers to inform their doctors of any changes or any new products that they plan to take.
Yeah, I tell them, but most of my doctors like to write prescriptions. Okay.
Oh, but that's what they do.
Yeah, yeah. So
They do.
I got you. When I told them that my primary that I was going to do a detox, she replied, "You don't need to do a detox. You detox when you poop." And I
are
looked
you
at her.
serious?
Yes, she
Wow.
did. And I looked at her and
Wow.
I was thinking, so you went to medical school to tell me some foolishness like that. So yeah.
But see, the problem is they aren't taught that in medical
Right.
school.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Western medicine does not, agree with any of this detoxes or even CBD. The AMA will not allow their doctors to say that CBD is okay or to recommend that they poo-poo that. So that's not what they're taught.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And so we encourage our customers though, and as well as the distributors and what have you, to let your doctor know that you are taking a product such as this or any, especially if you're on medication, because there could be possibly some drug to drug interactions that and substances within the supplements that might change the activity and the effectiveness of some drug that you might be taking. So we know that, they don't quite get it, but because they are managing your health, so to speak, and they're managing your health and they know what drugs you're on. When there are changes in your numbers, hopefully and usually going back to normal, then they can make changes in any prescription drugs that you might be taking. Because like you mentioned, you don't want to bottom out in terms of your blood pressure. Then some other things that the Endocalyx does, excuse me, is to strengthen the micro thin shield that protects the heart, the arteries, the microcirculation, and the veins. It also helps to optimize the structure, the physical structure of the capillaries, and that allows them to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide and other nutrients, and to expel more waste. So, I mean, it's a great product, and I'm sure that anybody that takes it will more than likely experience a change, number one, in their cardiovascular health and the effective function of their cardiovascular system. So, you know, we just want to make sure that everybody who engages and indulges in our products gets the very best effect that they can, and that they are protected from, you know, any mishaps. Okay. So that's something to check on. I'm gonna check on that buy 3, get 1 free for you guys. Anybody else?
Does that also apply to that as well? Buy 3, get 1 free?
No, it is the gummies.
No, yeah. I was just wondering if it's not all products,
No,
just certain ones.
no,
Yeah,
no,
Dr.
it's
Ross
right,
sent a email, and I did receive that one, thank God. So, yeah, I was just wondering, it would be nice, of course.
It would be nice, yeah. Well, we
But-
are just getting back into carrying it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And so that's how that is playing out.
Oh, Dr. Betty, did it come in? The endocolon?
Not that I know of, probably the
Okay.
midweek, yeah.
Okay, okay.
And as soon as it does, it's going out.
Thank you.
I know, right? And actually, everybody can benefit from it, because for the most part, I think that when you start talking about microcirculation and peripheral circulation, because of the EMFs, because of our diet, because of our lack of exercise, maximum exercise, because of the toxins that we take in, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody, most people, I would venture to say, have some circulatory issues, excuse me, that could be improved. And that again too would help with the overall cardiovascular function. Yep, so anybody else have anything?
Dr. Betty, I do have a question. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Hi, is Dr. Thomas's presentation on the Endocalyx available anywhere?
Yeah, you know, Dr. Roz is gonna get all of that together, so it will be in the recordings. And I'm trying to think. I don't know that he did the Endocalyx on any prior recording.
He actually did it was last year.
Last year
did.
when he did that presentation.
Yes,
he-
yes.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think he may have went into detail a little bit further this time.
Oh, he really did. It was very detailed.
Yeah. So I can't remember, it might have been September or somewhere along that line, that where he did the heart on a Tuesday on one of these calls and talked about endocalyx. But yeah, this time the live presentation was significantly more detailed and extensive than anything we had gotten before. So Dr. Roz is good. I'm sure she'll carve it out and and have it available for us, because that was definitely information that everybody needs to have.
Mhm.
Okay, somebody else was about to say something. Elizabeth Ann?
Good evening, everyone.
Good
I missed
evening.
the I missed the first part because I came on about 15 to 20 minutes behind everyone. I asked Dr. Thomas about my hands. I have Raynaud's, where the tips of my fingers will blanch out and get extremely cold and no circulation to them. And in order to get the circulation to improve and return quickly, I need to put them in warm water, basically hot water. And so this is microcirculation, he said. And so I'm looking forward to having the endocalyx to help improve my microcirculation. And if it's happening in my hands, it's also happening elsewhere in the body, like in the eyes. And I'm not sure that anybody mentioned the effects or the benefits of the endocalyx for the eyes, but it's supposedly one of the things that can improve the vision as well. So based on microcirculation.
Exactly. I have that issue too. I'm not claiming the
I
diagnosis.
know,
I have
right.
not been diagnosed, but over the years, it used to just be when I was really cold,
Mhm.
I would look like my fingers are white. And over the years,
Right.
excuse me, over the years, it has increased. And this year I've noticed that I can be in my house and it'd be a little chilly. And I look at my hands and I'm like, oh my gosh, my fingers are, they're literally be white in the first joints.
So
Yeah.
I don't leave home without gloves most of the time. I carry
Yeah.
gloves with me.
Yep.
So,
So, and that is definitely microcirculation. So,
mhm. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Also, the EE Center, the Soul Massage Center,
yeah, that's
the
right.
the Bomb Diggity. I paid for a hotel room for 5 nights and spent 2 in there
I
because
know.
I wanted to sleep in the center and help with the discomfort that I have in my hip, which is probably a vascular issue as well, based on some other things. However, I feel so much better physically. I have a bit more clarity, this clarity.
Mm.
And so it's very exciting to know that the future looks really, really good. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. I'm excited to share it with my family and friends, et cetera, et cetera. Hopefully they'll believe me.
I'm glad you brought that back up, the EE Center, because as I shared earlier, I won 12 hours overnight. I haven't used it yet, but I missed like the presentation, if there was presentations about really what the EE Center is. So I'm wondering if somebody can kind of give me like a summary of what this is. And I can bring one person, my husband, and he's here too. So just kind of to explain an overview of what EE Center is supposed to help with or could help with.
Okay, so it is actually the EE system. And can you hold on we've got 5 minutes. Hold on. Let me just get some.
Also, there's a video too, 12-minute video. That's very good.
It's very, very good. And
But
it's
on
about the quantum energy, electromagnetic field, and the exchange of energy that occurs based on the energy from the monitors and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it actually generates. So actually, it is the EE system, and that stands for Energy Enhancement System. which generates multiple bioactive and life-enhancing fields of energy. And those fields are called scalar waves. And it's really a painless but penetrating source of energy that helps the cells to regenerate.
Hmm.
It improves immune function, it detoxifies the body, it elevates your mood, and it also assists in balancing your left and right brain function. Okay, which actually helps to increase your energy. It's actually been tested by infrared thermal imaging, and what they found is that the EE systems can also help to provide relief from pain, which many people have experienced. And it also reduces inflammation, which is, as we all know, is basically one of the symptoms and or causes behind acute as well as chronic medical conditions. So it has, physical benefits, it has mental benefits, and I think somebody also mentioned, clarity. So you could also say that it has some spiritual benefits in that the sessions can help bring your body into balance, which also helps with a feeling of wholeness, of bliss, of connectedness. And even at times, I think people might even feel an improved sense of inner direction. And, and being more present and I don't know, living more authentically, what can you say? So the more you improve, your level of, excuse me, of self-acceptance and self-love, because remember, we are really promoting self-care. And this is, I think, one of the ultimate expressions and activities that we can utilize for that self-care.
Dr. Big, do we have a video on that?
Betty, what'd you say?
Do we have a video on that? What you just spoke on? Do we have a video?
We do, but it's almost time for Dr. Ross to come on.
Okay, if we have a video, just tell me where we find it at. Or send it out. Or send it out.
No, we'll get it to you. We'll get it to you, Betty.
Yeah.
Okay, Dirty. Thank you.
Okay, I just wanted to say real quickly, this is Margaret. Well, my impression of the weekend was, this is post-pandemic, we're returning to live connections. And I think that this conference this weekend was one of the best regenerators that we have had in years. And so it was very heartwarming to meet everybody, to be together, to share, and have that kind of experience of touching one another again. So it was fabulous. It was fast. So I just wanted to share that it was all new. I appreciated it so much.
Ditto. Drop the mic, Margaret. I am looking for, I've got that video.
Betty, I think I have your number because I have it. I'm finna.
You have it, you have that 12.
Yeah, I have it because I think she gave me her. Betty, you gave me the number, right?
601-382-3539. 601-382-3539.
601-382-3539. Okay, I'm finna send it to you now.
Okay.
Is that the 12-minute one?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a good one. Yes.
And so 601-382-3539.
Yes, and that's for anyone that would like to have that number.
Okay. Okay.
Is that
I'm gonna-
also?
I
I'm
have,
sorry.
I had a 12-minute one and I had a 2 where they did the interview with her like an
I
hour.
was
They
about
really
to say,
Oh,
gave depth.
yeah. Mm.
yep.
If somebody
So
want me to send those, I can send them to you.
Yeah, because it's on YouTube. That long one was good. It was long, but it was good. It's
good.
very good.
So the
Cherie,
name
sorry.
of the name of those videos that she's talking about are I'm putting it in the text, the revolution of health beyond the med bed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for some reason I cannot see the chat.
901.
Revolution. Yeah, there's part 1 and part 2
Will you repeat that? The revolution of health
of health
beyond the.
beyond med bed, MED, med
PED.
bed, beyond. There's a part 1 and then there's a part 2.
Okay. Revolution. I'm sorry, guys.
Mm-mm.
All right, Betty, it's a picture of a lady with white hair. That's Dr. Michaels.
Right.
I just sent it to you.
And that part 1 and part 2 will it'll blow your mind. I mean, because she offers a history of how she came to develop the EE system. She gives a visual and verbal explanation about a retired, I think he was a retired general who was a hot mess. And when I say that, he was it looked like he had burns, like radiation burns on the side of his face. The VA had thrown their hands up after doing their due and, send him home, get your affairs in order kind of thing. And I think it was his wife found out about the EE system, called Dr. Rose Michael, and he came in for 10 sessions. And at the end of those 10 days, that man was up and walking and talking, and he looked like a different person, seriously. And she said that he went on to live 8 more years to complete his work. So the possibilities are endless. This reminds me of, and then we're gonna let Dr. Ross have her do, but this reminds me of Star Trek. And I'm a Trekkie from the Flash Gordon days, okay? And who's that laughing? Look at it. She's like, Flash Gordon. Play people, But I mean, Star Trek was just absolutely intriguing to me. And I would never miss a one in the medical bay. That was my spot, guys. That was my spot. And, just to see the progression, I say progression, but really these are things that have existed since time immemorial. We here in the United States and in the West have not been privy to these things, like Pam talks about Tai Chi and those kinds of practice. That's been going on for centuries. And but we here in the West have poo-pooed those kinds of practices, acupuncture, and energy healing and the like. That's been going on around the world for forever and a day, and we are finally catching up. So our EE system is here, and the possibilities are endless as we partake in it and gradually bring in more and more variety of healing modalities and systems for you guys to partake of and increase your level of health and wellness, along with the phenomenal products that we have. So with that, I'm going to say, Dr. Roz, where you at? There she is.
Yeah, she's there. Hi,
Yeah.
Dr. Ross.
Yeah.
Good evening. Good
Well,
evening.
thanks, everybody. And this concludes the product overview.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.